Going on, guys, Jack here, and I am back with episode 29 of the Leicester City career mode. Last episode we had some cup success, beating the likes of Southampton, and obviously the episode before we had a 1-1 draw against Lazio. Now today we'll be finding out our fate in the Champions League with the game against Lazio. Get some bad news to start off the episode though. Benkovic is out injured, so maybe we might possibly have to recall Nathan Ake. We'll have to see what goes on with that. And also in today's episode we do have a quarter-final tie, I believe, against Stoke City, which should be a good game, so I'm looking forward to that one. But this is the big one, the game against Lazio. It's our full strength side. Hopefully we can get a result here. And before we get into the game, guys, if you could smash that like button, I'd very much appreciate it. Also subscribe if you are new around here. Obviously I do try to upload daily. Danger men for Lazio: Luis Alberto, Milinkovic-Savic. We have to be careful, we have to try and keep them quiet, but it would be us on the first attack of the game. Anthony Martial to the ball, cuts inside of his man here, crosses it in, trying to find the pie. It does get cleared as far as Wilfred Ndidi, who's driving it into the area here, plays it into Loftus-Cheek in space, gets the shot away, just whiskers wide of the post. Still 0-0 between the two sides, as Milinkovic-Savic sends in the ball deep into the box. It's headed by Luis Acerbi, actually that was, I believe. And my word, what a goal that is. Sliver in net has been found out, and now we had worries about Hill last episode with headers. Well, Slivlo is no better in net. 1-0 to Lazio. It is 2-1 on aggregate, and more importantly for Lazio, it's an away goal. All the work to do for us here today. Obviously, we know if we get a goal back, this one will be going to extra time. We need to get 2 goals. It's simple as that to keep the team fresh. Ball does fall to Martial now in a great position, and of course he would find the back of the net. Leicester back on terms. It's 1-1. It is Anthony Martial. Of course, who else would it be? What a finish from him. Once he gets in positions, he's never really going to miss, is he? What a player he is. The build-up play was great between the sides. Depay, first time ball into Martial. Their understanding between the two of them is just absolutely incredible. And we've got a real great attack in front three. The Magnificent Three, maybe. The new Magnificent Three. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see how the season goes. As Hazard gets onto the ball here, the player's ahead of him, and he does pick out Anthony Martial with a great through ball. He's got the pace ahead of Bastos. He goes through, and he slices his opportunity there. You really feel we should have scored there, but we would keep coming forward. Memphis Depay, Cyprian, the Frenchman, links up with Depay again. Lays it off into Loftus-Cheek. He's going to have a second chance of shooting, but Starkosha in net does very well to keep him out. Still 2-2 on aggregate between two sides as we've reached the second half. Indeed, he sends the ball forward here, and Depay's got the ball. It's 3-on-3 here, and the ball does find Thorgan Hazard. Gets a pass Rekic here. It's Thorgan Hazard. It's bottom corner. It's 2-1 to Leicester. Rekic gets found out, and Thorgan Hazard is really turning into an important player. He was a bit quiet during the mid-season. When we first got him in, he was scoring goals, he was assisting, he was doing brilliantly. Then he fell off the pace a little bit as we got around the November, December, January mark. And he just started picking up again in February, March time. So, you know, very pleased for him. I'm over the moon for him that he's got the goal here today. Obviously, with Sterling coming in next season, his future's kind of on the kind of uncertain. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with him. Hopefully, we can work something out. But we wouldn't stop there. We come forward. We want another goal. We want to get some daylight between the two of us here. Memphis gets his shot away, just misses. We know if Lazio score, we're out. That's 2 away goals. We will go out on aggregate. So we need another goal here, and we're going to go all out for it. As the ball does from Morgan Bailey. He's just come onto the pitch. Morgan Bailey, the youth player, scores. It is 3-1. And what an arrival for the youth academy graduate, Morgan Bailey. I mean, he's coming in a couple of games here and there, trying to make a difference, and you know he has looked quite good. He's blessed with some good pace, Morgan Bailey, but he could be the future of this club. He gets onto the ball here, and that is a strike to be proud of. I mean, look at the build-up play here. He peels away from his man, he takes his man on, beats him, and then shoots it bottom corner at the goalkeeper's reach. And the Lazio goalkeeper isn't no push around. He's a top goalkeeper, and that finish is just placed out of his reach. It's a brilliant one, and we find ourselves on the verge of going through here as Hazard gets onto the ball. Can we put the game to bed here? Morgan Bailey having a great game so far. Onto the ball here. Picks out Hazard again for his second. 4-1 Leicester. And Morgan Bailey, you know, Thorgan's got the 2 goals, but everyone's going to be talking about Morgan Bailey here. Off the bench to make an impact here when it really mattered. I mean, he got us the goal to see us out of sight from Lazio, and he's just put the icing on the cake here. The ball through is brilliant. Now, I don't know if it was meant for, I believe that was Jefferson Lerma. But he played it into Hazard, he scored. The final score is 4-1, 5-2 on aggregate. Very good game indeed. And Lazio will be kicking themselves because obviously we didn't have a goalkeeper in the first leg. They should have beaten us. But the story here is Morgan Bailey. 10.0 rating. He was on the pitch for about 20 minutes, 100% passing, 100% shooting. He was incredible. So it'd be interesting to see what he can do in the next coming games. Hopefully he can get a chance for us as we do play a game here against Burnley in the Premier League. Need a win, and we do find ourselves 1-0 down before Martial gets us back on terms here. But Hoffman does put Burnley 2-1 up, and a loss here would be absolutely disastrous considering we are chasing for the title. We're trying to mount a title challenge here. Depay gets us back on terms. Cyprian gets a straight red card. And the game would come to an end. 10-man Leicester do manage to get a 2-2 draw against Burnley. But you have to feel that might be damaging for us going forward. Obviously, Chelsea are pulled away. They can go 9 points clear of a win with their game in hands. We'll have to see what happens there. We will go back to the Premier League table after a couple of games. So, it is the FA Cup. It is, I believe, the last 8. It's the quarterfinals. Win this, we're into the semis. Stoke City, championship side. It's our best chance in ages. Morgan Bailey gets the nod here, and obviously Sonyuku, I believe it is, the Turkish centre-back, comes in for the injured, other injured centre-back. So Stoke do start with some good players. Butland, Diouf, Ince, they're all, kind of lower tier Premier League players. Jedvaj is a good centre-back to have into the team, and Wimmer, he's a bit hit or miss, but on these days he's a good centre-back. So we can't take him lightly. The Shaqiri gets onto the ball here, does find Lerma here in a good position. Damari Gray lines up a shot, it gets blocked, falls to Giovanni Simeone, and of course he finds the back of it. Leicester 1, Stoke 0, and it is the perfect start inside 10 minutes at the Bet365 Stadium. Well played. Very well played. I told you Simeone's a new man with Santimina up front with him. They just seem to be linking up well. He gets very lucky to get the goal here. Obviously, Damari Gray's shot bounces off his chest, and it's easy for him just to slot that here. Wimmer's still looking away. He thinks the ball is still coming for a shot. So very well played for Simeone. We find ourselves 1-0 up. Mbappé though down this right hand side does find Santimina inside now to Morgan Bailey. Bailey onto the ball, plays it into Simeone again. It's Simeone. It's 2. He doubles our lead 15 minutes into the game, and it could be a very long afternoon for Stoke here. Morgan Bailey with the assist, and this boy is looking like a top talent. We have to nurture him. We have to make sure he comes through as a big player for us. Now obviously we do have the likes of James Maddison, who plays in a similar sort of position to Morgan Bailey, but the thing is with Bailey, he's a bit more of an all-rounder. He can defend too, so that might not pay well for Maddison. But Morgan Bailey gets into the opportunity here. It is saved from Butland. It falls to Shaqiri against his former club. Just out. Wow, a great save from Butland. But they will put the ball into the box here. Babu puts it in the back post. It's headed across goal, and Klukas puts the ball into the back of net. Stoke back in this game on the hour mark in the second half here. I believe he's just come onto the pitch, Klukas, and he gets the goal. So 2-1 there. And the game is back on, you feel. So definitely, we wanted a competitive game. We really did. Obviously going 2-0 up early on, we took our foot off the gas a little bit, and we've been punished here. We should have took our opportunities. We should have dominated when we was on top, because Klukas now has put the team back into it. And to be fair, Hill in net has not had a bad game. As Madison's onto the pitch now, come on from Morgan Bailey around about the 60th minute mark, 65th minute. Lerma plays a through ball in here to Santimina. He's through on goal. He scores. Of course he does. Whenever Santimina's on the pitch, at one point or another, he is going to get a goal. It's just common knowledge in a Leicester City shirt. It really is. 3-1. And that should be game over. You can't really see Stoke coming back now with 20 minutes left to go, especially with the strength of side we've got out here. Lerma, great turn there, and Mina just through the middle. No one picks him up. Jedvaj and Wimmer at the back. They were looking at each other, but to be fair, it was very poor defending. As we get an opportunity here, it does fall to James Maddison again. Damari Gray's away from his man. He's onside. Shaqiri's in the middle here. Damari Gray picks him out against his former club, Sheridan Shaqiri. 4-1 Leicester. We have definitely now booked our place in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Great scenes, really is. So proud of the team here. We've had a great campaign, and we're still alive in the Champions League, FA Cup. The Premier League title can still come home. The triple is still on, the treble. But it'll be interesting to see what actually does happen as Madison gets onto the ball again. Great footwork as he does confuse the whole defence. Plays it into Shaqiri in space. It's Sheridan Shaqiri. It's a double against his former club. And like I said, Shaqiri has been a great signing for us also. He really has. Definitely a better player than Andreas Pereira, who wasn't suited to our style of play. And obviously, hopefully at Liverpool, he's having a little bit of more success. But Maddison plays a great ball into Shaqiri there, and that finish is brilliant. And, I do have a decision to make at the end of the season. Do I keep Thorgan Hazard or do I keep Sheridan Shaqiri? Obviously, I'll get more money for Thorgan, as Sheridan is 28 years of age. So I'm interested to see what you guys think about that one. Obviously, with Sterling coming in, there's a lot of competition for places. As you can see, 5-1 win against Stoke. Liverpool, Burnley and Chelsea will all be joining us in the semi-finals. I wonder who we will get. We will find out very soon. As you can see, happy with our youth development there, the team. We've completed one of the objectives there. And some more good news. Next episode, Kasper Schmeichel will be available to play our next fixture in the Champions League. Whoever that may be against, we'll find out at the end of the episode. And obviously for future games. But he is back in the squad here today against Middlesbrough, where we're looking for a win to get our season back on track. But Braithwaite does put Borough 1-0 uphill before Memphis Depay equalises against the team here. We need a win, we really do, because if anything less than a win, we're in trouble. As Memphis Depay makes it 2-1 here on the hour mark, we are still going strong. It's still 2-1 to the team. We do not want to concede the late goal here. We want to get the 3 points. Don't matter how we do it, just get the 3 points, and the Depay brace is enough to see off Borough. Pereira gets a sending off, so means Mbappe will be featuring a lot in the next episode. Quick look at the league table, guys. Chelsea top of the table by 4 points. Arsenal breathing down our necks. Goal difference, the only thing keeping us apart. Manchester United a point behind us. It's so close. Anyone from 8th down could win the league still, mathematically. And the relegation battle looks like Middlesbrough are as good as down the team we've just beaten. But guys, that is bringing it into today's video. PSG next episode. Be interested to see what happens with that one. As always, like the video for more, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Burnley in the FA Cup semi-final. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. See ya!